And I'm back. Andito po tayo ngayon at kasama ko si Elena Clariza, who spearheaded this project. Elena, aloha, kumusta?
Aloha, kamusta?
Good. Tell us a little bit about how this project came about.
Well, it started 3 years ago. I was part of the Hokulea Worldwide Voyage. I was part of the education team. They were planning to go around the world, but I was so sad to find out they were not going to the Philippines. And when I heard that, my heart went out to the Filipino students, the students that we're working with. So I had this idea and I brought it up to my academic advisor at that time when I was working on my doctoral degree in education at the University of Hawaii. And that's basically where it started. Everything is really, it started out of love. And all of us, we didn't know how to build a canoe. And we did a lot of research. I actually went back to the Philippines too, looking for master builders in Iloilo at the Guimaras Island. And I met so many people who were very helpful. Unfortunately, it was very difficult to get a blueprint because in our culture, building a bangka or a canoe, we don't use blueprints. What we use, everything is oral tradition. So even then, it was coming back here, even though everybody was helpful, we didn't have that master plan on how to build this bangka. Coming back here, we started doing research. Even the Polynesian Voyaging Society got into the picture and tried to help us out. But it wasn't until the second year that I worked with Norman Macadangdang and also Mr. Bob Miller, who has 40 years of experience in carpentry and engineering, who really helped us out. And also as a librarian, another co-worker also helped me, suggested a book on canoe building. And from there, from all of the advice that we got from the Philippines, because we were also consulting with an engineer there, and also from my own experience with canoes and bangka, because I was born and raised in the Philippines. From that knowledge, the knowledge of our kababayans in the Philippines, the knowledge of just information from the libraries that we can get, from our university, as well, and most importantly, from Mr. Bob Miller. Again, we really didn't know what we were doing. I even sewed the sail, and talk about the community helping us out. I have a really good friend, Manang Pat Brown, who helped me out, who showed me how to sew. I haven't even sewed since I was 12 years old in home economics back in the Philippines. So I was sewing all night, and I have a friend, Grace, who stayed up all night with me. And then Manang Pat's husband, who's an engineer, did the measurements. And again, it's all the community, coming together, putting together something that something that our community would be very, very proud of. And again, if you see our sail, it was designed by our very own student, Alan, and we had a contest and he won. And it reflects what is very important in our community. So family, our ancestral roots, our hope, and everything that they wish for. Because unfortunately, here in Hawaii, a lot of Filipinos are ashamed of their identity. And I am very, very proud to say that after 3 years of a lot of hard work, a lot of love, for the first time at Farrington Highschool, we had students vying to represent the Philippines during their Founders Day. That has not happened in many, many years.
Now, Elena, after all these hours and 3 years and 6 months of production and all the people who helped you out, especially the students, how does it feel for you now that, this beautiful boat is almost done?
I feel relieved, actually, very relieved. Maybe once I see it sailing, I'll probably cry or maybe laugh, I don't know. But right now, because we're still working on it, it's just a feeling of relief and happiness.
Great, great. And we'll be right back with Norman Macadangdang, who's also part of this building. I love the idea of reclaiming our roots, diba? And what you've done, I feel, is you've created this family between local and Filipino-born to come together and reclaim their roots as Pinoy. What are your thoughts about that when you see these people who look the same but come from different backgrounds come together and create this beautiful piece of art?
Yeah, so it's really, really funny that people could look alike, but
Right.
they cannot even speak the same language or talk about the same things. So the project is the center of this idea that hopefully in the near future, our local borns and the immigrant Filipino students will be working hand in hand in more important projects. We don't want our immigrants to lose the identity that they already had before coming here. And of course, we don't want to see a total disconnect of the culture and the students who were born here. So the central idea of F.O.B Project is the students who were born here reclaiming their roots, and the students who were born in the Philippines moving to Hawaii, the United States, preserving the roots or the cultures. And although they are both Filipinos on each end, they're learning from each other. They're learning how to be a Filipino-American here, and the students from the Philippines are helping the students to like go back to their roots. Because you know what?
And not forgetting who they are.
Not forgetting who they are. I even have some students who don't want to speak Ilocano or Tagalog because it's too shameful.
Yeah.
But like right now, they are starting to speak. We have an Ilocano class dito sa Farrington Highschool.
Kailan yun nag-umpisa?
We've had it in recent years, maybe 5-10 years ago.
Yeah.
But enrollment is growing every
that's wonderful.
semester. So that only means that we have more and more students who are proud and really, really find their culture important for them.
One last question. What are you feeling right now? Kasi this Saturday, you're presenting Amihan to the Flores de Mayo event.
You know what? It's a mix of a lot of emotions. Kinakabahan ako. Because we'll have a 20-foot canoe like parading sa Waikiki. But at the
And
same
all the students are going to be there.
And the students will be there. At the same time, I'm not a father yet, but I have the same feeling that a father would have watching his firstborn like come to life.
Which is this boat.
Which is this boat. It didn't take us 9 months. It's like more than 3 years.
Yeah.
So seeing it finally coming out of the womb of the project, it really, really gives us the chills and the happiness. And yun nga, para kaming mga magulang ni Elena and Bob, seeing our baby come to life.
Well, congratulations to this
Thank you.
amazing project. So when we come back, we'll have 2 of the students who were involved in building Amihan.